G'day, welcome to the Body Weight Exercise Specialist Program. I'm just going to go through a couple of tips for strengthening your bones, particularly when you're suffering osteopenia or osteoporosis. Osteopenia and osteoporosis can come on from a couple of things. It can come on in the natural aging process if we've got that genetic tendency to have weaker bones, or it can come on as a treatment, as a cause of treatment for things like cancer, chemotherapy, radiation, those sort of things can really deplete the bone density. So doing some of these exercises will really help you get on track and try and get the strength back in the bones. Why do we jump? To get strong bones. To start with, if you're not really stable on your feet, have somewhere that you can hold on to, and you don't need to be doing great big jumps or any high impact type stuff to start getting a little bit of promotion of that bone growth. To start with, have your feet on the ground, and all we're going to do is going to raise your heels up off the ground and bang down. So just coming up, back down again. If you're not very stable, hand on something to support yourself, up, back down again, up, back down again. If you still don't feel secure with this level, you can grab hold of whatever you've got, and all you're going to do is a strong march. So you have your hands set nice and stable, lift one leg up, bang it into the ground, bang it into the ground, bang, and just repeating that action. So that's the first level. The second level is starting to jump. So you're setting yourself initially a spot where you feel comfortable and safe. Again, we're not trying for a great big height to the jump. All we're trying to do is, if we can, get both feet off the ground stably, landing with that bit of impact and using our body weight as the resistance to try and promote that bone growth. So setting yourself feet even apart, down, jumping up, nice and stable, down, jumping up. So you're just repeating that action 5-10 times and seeing how the body handles it. You can mix that in through a normal routine when you're out on a walk, or when you're out somewhere out on the playground, or when you're out and about at the park. You can do that on a path that's got a little bit of cement there, so you're getting that little bit of impact. You really want to get that little bit of a jarring sensation, but not too heavy that it feels like it's causing discomfort with your knees and your hips. If you're really stable, really strong, and you've been doing resistance training and you're quite confident with your balance, then you can do all sorts of things. You can start doing things like, for example, jumping in different directions. So initially you're going to start with your heels. You go, okay, I can handle that. You start with your jumping, okay, handling that. So you can have some hurdles or some heighted objects. So what you're doing is jumping over those, jumping back, jumping around. But really, at the end of the day, if you can, you want to be doing different directions. So those different forces that you put through when you're going at different angles will put just that much more pressure on the bones, forcing them to strengthen and lay down those densities, lay down those minerals that we need for the density. So jumping from one foot to the other, back, forth, different directions. You can have yourself markers on the ground, and any of that sort of jumping, up and down, repeating it, nice and quick. Any of that sort of jumping will promote the bone growth. The Exercise Sports Science Australia and the American College of Sports Medicine recommendations say that you need to be doing roughly about 50 jumps in a day. If you're out running, you're going to be covering that. So you don't really need to be doing a lot of this over the period of your week. So doing, say, lots of 10 jumps, have a break, do something else, come back, do another 10 jumps. You want to be aiming for about 50 over the period of the day. So that's at all levels, so from the really basic level up to the medium level and up to that advanced level there as well. So you want to be doing about 50 each day, and if you can, a little bit each day, repeating that. At a minimum 4 days a week. If you can do 7 days a week, that'd be great. Again, you don't have to be jumping from great heights, you're just trying to get that impact through the bones to try and get those bones feeling that pressure and starting to lay down that foundation of minerals that we need to strengthen them. Good luck with your exercise.